Welcome everybody, I am the Zaben, Neo Zaben here on Broadcast Zaben, here to quickly talk about Overwatch's recent updates. I didn't say the 2 in the beginning, but it is update 2.50, which was a couple days ago. Um, this I have not played in a while, so this is a map that I haven't played on just yet, but I think that's supposed to be the new map, which is somewhat similar to that other Japanese one. I think they're supposed to be the one that's for Hanzo. There you go. It's supposed to be somewhat similar like that. That's what I was told, but we're gonna have to play it for ourselves. So now, update 2.50 or 2.5, however you want to see it as, we have some general fixes. They've fixed some bugs where players would slip off railings. I didn't know that was an issue. There was a bug that prevented Torbjorn's armor packs created statistics from updating if the ability landed directly on a target. So basically, it wouldn't give the armor to anybody they threw it at, which is kind of weird. There was one for the communication wheel, you know, when you say hi and you got all the little emotes and stuff and you can wave and things like that. I didn't know I had a loot box this whole time. Let's open that bad boy up. Let's see what else. So, they got some stuff for heroes. Apparently, there was a bug that caused Bridget's shield bash movement to be interrupted whenever she would impact with Symmetra's turret. I wouldn't do that. For Doomfist, there was a bug that caused his ultimate, the Seismic Slam. Or, that's not his Seismic Slam. Is that his ultimate? I can't remember if that's his ult. No, I didn't want to go to training. Hero Gallery, really quick. No, his ultimate's Meteor Strike, right? Options. Yes, so Seismic Slam is the one where he jumps forward. Got it. So that one would apparently cancel whenever he would use it on Symmetra's teleporter. And I love the music in the background. Is that only... I'm gonna leave that playing. If it stays playing. For D.Va, there was a bug that allowed her to escape the map if she called a mech while standing on ice wall, which is weird. That sounds more like a glitch than a bug, but it seems like they're trying to fix things, so basically we wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? For Hanzo, they fixed a bug that caused his Dragon Strike arrow size to be, to be larger than his other arrows. I didn't know that. If that was genuinely bigger than all the other ones, then wow. Anyway, we're moving on. Maze, cryo freeze. What? That caused Maze cryo freeze to block the line of sight for Maze Blizzard, which is her ultimate, which is weird. I think everybody should have been aware of where it's at. I don't know. For Mercy, it says there was a fixed a bug that allowed Mercy to gain ultimate charge from using her damage beam on attacks that cannot be damage boosted. So I don't know what attacks those are. I'm assuming something like his hand cannon, or I don't know what can't exactly do that. I don't know. For Reaper, there was wait. From going on cooldown if he was interrupted. So it would glitch out where he wouldn't be able to use it again if he got interrupted. That's good. Whoa, Reinhardt's got a lot of bug fixes. So it says, fix the bug that allowed Reinhardt to pin targets that were behind him when using charge. So I'm assuming now when he uses his charge, which is the L1, where he goes forward, the ones that are behind him are at least going to get stunned. I'm guessing that's what it was? Or... no. So, yeah. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what was the issue before they fixed it. Okay, so there's another one that says, prevented Reinhardt from pinning some targets when he would turn during... what? When he turned during charge. So when he charged and he make that little, like, turn... he couldn't grab anybody for that, which is a little weird. I haven't experienced that. So this is actually a mix of the ones for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Just letting you guys know that now. There was another one for Earth Shatter. It says, Fix the bug that allowed Reinhardt to use Earth Shatter while standing on an enemy's head. Who would be standing on an enemy's head for one? But if I guess if you're ever in that situation, I don't know why you'd be on somebody's head. Fix the bug that sometimes prevented Reinhardt's Earth Shatter from hitting enemies on a payload. Now that seems reasonable because you could stand on the payload and if you used it, you'd basically be safe. But although I don't remember that ever happening, I remember usually whenever I played, he'd get me almost always whenever I was on top of it. And then the last one for him was prevented Reinhardt's Earth Shatter from traveling up certain inclines. So I guess now he won't... I guess now he could go up any incline? Basically whatever's in front of him is gonna get. Alright, let's see who's next. Roadhog's on our list. It says, fix the bug that sometimes caused Roadhog's chain hook break after hitting an enemy while maintaining line of sight. Like, he pulls you or he hit you with it, but it just doesn't hook, I'm assuming. I don't know. Fix the bug that prevented Roadhogs. Basically, they just fixed off damage for his medium range spread weapon if he was launched into the air while activating it. So I'm assuming there was an issue where... Wait. But if that's for Reinhardt, then shouldn't it be up there? I don't know, but I'm just going based on what I see on the list. Alright, let's see. So next we got Sombra, which I didn't know she really needed stuff to fix. There was a bug that prevented Sombra from translocating to a moving platform, so I guess that's a good thing that they fixed that. Fixed the bug that prevented Sombra from destroying her translocator if she was stunned or hacked. So if she was hacked, she wouldn't be able to break her own teleporting thing. That's a little weird, but I don't understand how that works. Fix the bug that prevented Sombra's translocator from accurately indicating where Sombra arrived when using the ability. Basically, it would just... I don't think I've had that issue, but then again, I don't play as her that often, but it sounds to me like there was an issue where for Sombra, it wouldn't calculate, like, let's say for example you set it, let's say close to your entrance, let's, you know, say for there, or next to some health pack, it's just gonna go away. Like, it's just not gonna exactly put you there, but now it should put you there. For Symmetra, she only has 2 apparently. Fix the bug that prevented Sombra's hack from canceling her photon barrier placement. That's weird that she wouldn't be able to hack it, but whatever. Next is fix the bug that caused Symmetra's teleporter UI to persist after being eliminated. So I'm assuming the teleporter was supposed to break after she's eliminated, but on here it's just stating like it would stay there for a while. I don't know how I feel. For Widow, it prevented Widowmaker's hook from connecting to certain ledges. I don't know what ledges those were because I don't know. Fix the bug that caused Widowmaker's scoped shots on hero-placed objectives or objects to count against her scoped weapon's accuracy. Oh, so this one's more like statistics, because it's ahead and shoot something like Symmetra's teleporter and Torbjorn's autocannon, or his turret. Basically, it's not going to count against you with weapon accuracy, because usually that's when you're hitting, let's say, like a shield, or like I said, the teleporter, the turret, it usually counts against you. But I think now they're fixing it where if you want to have good stats with accuracy for Widowmaker, you could go ahead and do that and it won't count against you. Next we have Wrecking Ball, and it might be the last update that they have on here. Wrecking Ball had a bug that prevented him from doing his pile driver from dealing damage, or dealing fall off damage. So basically like a certain height almost. And then fix the bug that allowed Wrecking Ball's pile driver to deal damage twice if he slid off the environment during its duration. So I never experienced that one. Wrecking Ball, where you at? right here. Wrecking Ball has the pile driver move. That's when he's in the air and he slams down onto whoever's under him. Now, according to this, based on what I think it's saying, he would do damage when he hits it, goes off the map or slides off the map, and then his damage does it again. So basically, it is double damage. That's a little weird. What's next? Fix the bug that allowed Wrecking Ball's primary fire to continue working even if it was disabled in custom games. Okay, so I really don't play custom game too much, but basically what they're saying is if you play a custom game match and you disable Wrecking Ball's machine guns, which is his primary weapon, it would still go ahead and you get me? Like, it would still go ahead and... Oh, okay. So I'm watching a video on some of the things that they fixed. And let's see. So that's really weird. What else? I don't really, again, I don't do custom games, so I'm not that crazy about it. So we're gonna see, there's this little quick video that they have on here. So basically, they reduced the amount of damage Roadhog's gun. His alternate fire now does less fall off damage. Earth Shatter for Reinhardt is further, and if you try to do it against another Reinhardt who has their shield up, it's not gonna stun them, it's just gonna eliminate the shield. So okay, so shield bash against a let me see. Okay, so shield bash works a lot better now. So basically, if they were to bash you, you could, like, Reinhardt's doing his charge attack or whatever, he would get stunned when what's her face, Bridget, would come in with her shield bash. Same with Doomfist. If he's charging up his attack and he's gonna go after her, she could just shield bash and go ahead and basically sort of counter the attack. Also, Widowmaker with her grappling hook, it appears that she is able to go to certain spots. It seems like she could go a bit higher. So I'm going to see if we could hopefully play on the new map. Let's see what else is on here. And I think that's about it. Yeah, because it's looking, I don't know what map this is. I think it's like King's Row. But it appears like whenever she, what's it called, does her grappling hook, it just seems like it makes her go a bit farther, a bit higher compared to previous. Also, another thing, I don't know if I said it already, now we're supposed to have the ability to see players through walls, and apparently this is supposed to help out anybody. Yeah, I didn't say it, but we're supposed to see our own team members through walls. So I don't know, apparently they're trying to make it where it's better for the support heroes to find people, but I don't know. I kind of want to be Widowmaker to see if there's a different, like, I can notice a difference, but I have not played as her in a while. I'm gonna give it a try. I don't play as her much. We're a really bad team. One tank. I don't get why they put Bridget as a healer. Eventually I will turn to a healer. I'm not gonna be Mercy, I'm probably gonna be
one shot.
Moira, but I don't know. But like I said, I just think with Widowmaker, they just allowed her to kind of go a bit higher / farther whenever she goes ahead with her, is my sensitivity lower? I'm gonna put it at
attack commences in 30 seconds.
Wait, advance? There's advance for... Yeah, I didn't even know any of this. What? What's legacy?
Enough waiting around.
I don't even know what he's in by 70. I don't know what I'm doing. Go back. I feel like I made it worse on myself. I'm thinking it's Call of Duty right now. Was she able to go up here? Oh. Oh yeah, you do see allies. Huh. I thought their outline would have been green. Oh, that's kind of a nice looking sniper. I kind of want that skin. Or do I have that skin? I think I do.
Rendez-vous avec la mort.
Playing as her is little. Oh, I have lag. Oh yeah, I was gonna switch. Whoops. I'm going back. We gotta play as a healer.
Science will reveal the truth. I'm under attack.
Clearly this lag is at all. Tracer, what are you doing?
That changes my thinking.
I just hope that it doesn't keep lagging.
This is my world. Help me. Right. I'll find their weakness and remain the objective.
Oh. Now I wish I would have done damage instead of healing if that was gonna happen.
My ultimate is charging.
Not dead yet.
Well, that guy's playing as Ryan. Oh my gosh, what is happening? What is with this lag? This is a bot stream, but I just wanted to at least get one kind of match in this. I was trying to jump. That skin's alright. Everybody has that on the note. I think it's Nova. But I had the one that
changes
was
my
the
thinking.
anniversary, so I was lucky enough to get that. But if Tracer gets a new skin, somebody's gotta top it.
Power of destruction.
Whoa. Okay. Well, my ultimate's basically good. As soon as I get this. I really don't even care if
We
I
must
lose
all
at this
make
point.
sacrifices in the name of science. This will restore.
This is a very good Widowmaker. I'm not gonna lie.
There was a
I think I said
flaw
it
in
right.
my approach.
It's been a while. I've practiced it once and like I never did it ever since. Are you kidding me, May?
Surrender.
That sort of gave them the advantage. I basically was taking out Widowmaker. I took out a lot of Bastion's health.
There was
They're
a
not gonna do
flaw in
anything
my
about it. I'm
approach.
just gonna be pissed. But still, a lot of the supposed bugs that they had, I never experienced.
I cast this force. To the furtherance of science. This objective must be ours.
How? Did they make her do less damage? I don't know. I haven't done an update since like 1.7, I
30
think.
seconds remaining.
Perhaps a new method.
Our will be for nothing if we don't attack now.
I feel like it needs to do. This needs to do more damage. This needs to give less health, or not give less health, but it needs to for the regenerating. Or whatever.
The objective is mine! Join me!
And claim the objective.
I'm up. I shall seize the payload safely
Oh yeah,
to
she
its
can't get the shield.
destination.
Yeah?
Hello.
I still have all my stuff I do. I don't want to do it.
You've made a dog's breakfast of it.
Coming up. Payload is on its way.
Touch
Yeah?
and fall.
Oh no, what's with this lag?
Armoring you up. I'm moving the payload.
Allow me to repair the damage.
Thank you.
Everybody should be good. See, I'm like I'm great for being like a Moira, but not Mercy. Like I can drive, but it's just half.
On the move.
Yeah, this is... Are you for real? Got it? Now this is the point
I'm
where
ready
we
to start a blizzard.
I want to at least end
That
good.
changes my thinking. My will made real.
I can tell by the movement.
Sniper!
Like, why am I healing the wall? I need to see her end. My thing, it's so bad. It looked like I barely was doing anything,
When
and then I
faced
was
with a
healing.
setback, we must challenge our assumptions. Get into position.
What? What did you do?
Payload's moving out. Keep it covered.
Yeah, it really feels like she does less damage. So I think from whatever was the last time that I played to now, they made one do less damage.
The power of destruction.
Best asset.
Why couldn't she die like he died? Oh, for me, you know?
Thank you.
We must all make sacrifices.
We about to win.
in the name of science.
People on 18.
This will heal.
Yeah, I definitely need to get out of this one. I don't know why it's lagging so much.
Play of the game.
I'm not gonna lie, that Widowmaker was doing pretty good. What's the name? I mean, you're the only Widowmaker, right? What if that was from the Widowmaker? Oh, that would be funny. Even I'm gonna go for it. Oh, let's get out of that. Alright, so what have we learned today, folks? Well, not that much. We didn't get to play on the new map, but I'm pretty sure eventually one day we will be able to go ahead and just play on that. Basically, just a very quick recap. All the heroes here, not all of them got their bugs fixed. Oh, thank you, I'm a good teammate. So first things first, now everybody, whenever you're playing, you will be able to go ahead and view wherever your allies are within the area. I mean, if you're a healer or not, any type of support or not, you'll still be able to see the outline of your team through the walls, which is pretty cool. I mean, it says like it's supposed to help without keeping an eye on the map, but I didn't see any map at all when I'm playing, so I don't know what they talking about. bugs where, again, falling off railings. I don't know what railings these players are trying to get on, but they keep falling off. Now they won't fall off. Torbjorn's armor pack will now land. Once it hits a friendly target, you will be able to get it. Action wheel, which is the communication wheel, basically it's the same thing. There will no longer be a delay whenever you're selecting anything from the wheel. But this applies mainly to PC because it says whenever you're cycling left using a mouse. I don't know why we left, but that's what it says. Bridget's shield will now just... Bridget can just stun anything at this point, which I love. Doomfist can now... what's it called? Can now do his seismic slam on Symmetra's teleporter. Diva will be able to not escape the map if she uses her little May wall calling mecha thing. Hanzo's dragon arrows were now the same size as all the other arrows, which I think is good, because if they actually were bigger, it would kind of explain why everybody was getting me. No, but it's a bit more for accuracy, which I like. May can now use her... It says... using her cryo freeze to block line of sight for her blizzard. Which is a little weird, but I still thought that there was an outline of showing where the blizzard is going to affect and things like that. I don't know, that's what I thought. Unless that's like a PC problem that I don't know about. Mercy will now no longer get ultimate charge whenever she's using her damage beam on attacks that cannot have a damage boost. I don't know why that is, but you know, bygones be bygones, am I right? Reaper's Shadow Step now will continue to have a cooldown even when it is interrupted. Reinhardt, multiple changes. The no longer pin the targets that were behind him when he uses charge, because he's clearly going forward, not backward. He's able to, like, this is according to certain occasions, but it says pinning some targets when he's trying to turn during the charge attack. So I don't know what that could apply to. Maybe Wrecking Ball. I'm thinking more of like the tank characters. That's what I would think, but I don't know. Now he could use Earth Shatter if he is... Well, it says there was a bug that let him use Earth Shatter while standing on an enemy's head. So I'm pretty sure he's not going to be standing on enemies' heads. He might just fall off. He was prevented from hitting enemies that were standing on a payload with Earth Shatter. Now he can hit those enemies, which is fantastic, because I thought he used to always do it, but I guess there was issues with it. And also traveling the Earth Shatter traveling up certain inclines, you know, anything that's going up and or down, but it says incline, which is usually typically saying going upward. Basically anything like that, he will now be able to go ahead and do it. Roadhog's was his chain hook to break. It says that sometimes there was a bug that would cause his chain hook to break after he would hit an enemy with it, but while maintaining line of sight. So like he would just turn and kind of look, but it just break for some reason. Fix the bug with the alternate... Well, apparently this is a bug that prevented alternate fire from calculating fall-off damage correctly. But what they did was, if you compare before to now, basically all it is, he's doing less damage now. His fall-off damage is definitely much, it's reduced by, I forgot how much it was reduced, but his fall-off damage now with the alternate fire is reduced, I don't know, maybe like 20 points or something. I can't remember how much it was, but it's definitely reduced now. What else? And it said, this one is under Roadhog, I don't know why, but it says fix a bug that sometimes prevents Reinhardt's Earth Shatter from landing if he's launched into the air while activating it. I don't know why they put Reinhardt's in there, but if Reinhardt's ever in the air and he's activating it, I don't know how that would work. I guess if he's already in the air, I would like to see it not work, but if he lands it before going in the air, then maybe it should work. Sombra, basically for Sombra, all it is that her teleporter just works better now, and her invisibility works as well, because apparently she was prevented from using her translocation on any platform that was moving. It prevented her from destroying her translocator if she was ever stunned or hacked, which I don't see as a problem. I mean, if you get hacked or if you get stunned, like, it should be, I feel like it should be gone, because if you get stunned, you can't move. If you get hacked, you can't use your abilities. Like, it's all like technology. So I don't get how, if that was like an issue or something. I don't know. Another one, it says the translocator isn't accurately indicating where Sombra will arrive when she uses the ability. It's supposed to land wherever she throws it, but I'm guessing it's causing issues for some people, or maybe just PC, I don't know. But basically for Sombra, whenever she uses it, she just ends up somewhere. Don't know where, but she ends up somewhere. Symmetra wasn't too much. There was something prevented Sombra's hack from yeah, so when she would it says prevented Sombra's hack from canceling Symmetra's photon barrier placement. So I'm not really sure what that means too much. And fix the bug that caused Symmetra's teleporter to teleport UI to persist after being eliminated. So I'm pretty sure just her equipment stuff's gonna Vamoosh be destroyed whenever she's gone. Widowmaker, her grappling hook, it says connecting to some ledges. I feel like when I just played as her for like 2 seconds, it allowed her to go ahead and we're gonna do the practice range, but it just seemed like it allowed her to go a bit farther. She will also have points. It will not go against you, but if you use the scoped weapon, if you're trying to go for scoped weapon accuracy, which is anything aiming down the sight. Ooh, excuse me.
One shot, one kill.
Double kill.
Okay, see, I got some lag. Well, I feel like this is actually a bad example of how to where to use it. You know what? It is training bots. I just thought about that. But anyway, you would get points. So say if that was a turret, you'd still get points for hitting it. So this is the enemy. You get points for accuracy. This is the turret. You get points for accuracy. It doesn't count against you whenever you do that. Next, for Wrecking Ball, who had a bunch of weird issues that I never really heard about. One, his pile driver move. It says would be prevented from dealing fall off damage. So I'm guessing fall off damage is going to be affecting him as well. There was sometimes where he would do double damage, which is also being fixed, or was fixed. Double damage if he slid off the environment during the duration of the pile driver move. And another thing is that primary fire would, for some reason, continue firing no matter if you disabled it in custom games. Now, when you disable it in custom games, it's definitely going to be, it's definitely going to go ahead and, okay, this lag is getting to me, but it's not gonna, basically, it's not gonna shoot. If you put it not to shoot, it's not gonna shoot. Even though people were trying to do that, so I'm guessing they could have some type of tournament or something, you know, playing around with Wrecking Ball's ability to sort of swing around and things like that. I don't know what you would do with Wrecking Ball, but basically they just fixed, if you want to disable his cannons, it's disabled now. So that's actually just about all of it that is for today. I could have done a simple training one and then showed you guys that simply all they did for the silhouette, which I don't know if it is worth it. If you want to ask me my opinions on these, The whole silhouette thing for allies is alright. I don't think it's that great. I feel like if you're a healer of some sort, if you're doing support, then it does help out a lot with seeing where the allies are and things like that. And if you're a healer, you kind of already know where people are, especially when um, they're like close to dying and things like that. I don't know how the arrow works. I'm guessing that the arrow that is supposed to be on top of players' heads goes away when it's close. I'm not sure, but for that one, definitely it seems like it's a boost um, for the healer section of it all. For the heroes, Bridget's shield bash I think is definitely, it's great that they improved it, because it wouldn't make sense to just slide off of people just because of the dash and things like that. Doomfist, I mean, it just says he's doing Seismic Slam on a teleporter, so I don't really know how I feel about that. I typically don't play as Doomfist, so I guess it's not a big deal. For Diva, I've never escaped the map doing the whole calling mech ice wall thing, so that one doesn't apply to me, and I guess that's fine. If that's like a cheating purpose, like if people are doing that to cheat, definitely go ahead and fix that. For Hanzo, his Dragon Strike arrow size. It's great to see that it's smaller. I'm not a Hanzo player anymore. Back when they still had the job, I already forgot what it was called. But the arrows that would bounce off everything, like that was, I love that one so much. But that old Hanzo, I used to play a lot, and I would get all the kills and things like that. But now I can't play as Hanzo anymore. So I guess if I'm getting attacked by a Hanzo player, I want to at least know that he's at least more accurate, because it does seem like at times that they just go ahead and do that rapid fire, and it does get you almost always. For Mei, I don't really know about the whole cryo freeze to block the line of sight of the blizzard. I've played, where, I don't know. For Mercy, to not get an ultimate charge for doing damage beam on attacks that cannot be damage boosted, which I don't know which attacks cannot be damage boosted, but I don't know how I feel about that one actually. I would say, like, that's good, and that it would be a bit harder, challenging for anybody that's a Mercy player to be a bit more skilled, but I'm not sure. For moving on to Reaper with his Shadow Step having no cooldown whenever he was interrupted from using Shadow Step. Definitely, that's at least good to fix. If I'm ever playing as Reaper again, that's definitely what they needed to fix. Reinhardt, man, oh man, he had a lot of changes, but it's good that for all the charge moves, basically, prevented from pinning targets, because he would move left or right, which makes no sense why you wouldn't be able to pin some targets, but now he's able to get those targets, which is good. Pinning targets that were behind him, I don't know how that was possible, but still good nonetheless, I guess. The whole thing about Earth Shatter while standing on an enemy's head, no clue how you do that, but still, I guess good. Using the Earth Shatter while enemies are standing on a payload is great, so you know for a fact if you were to ever go against an enemy and you use it on them while they're on the payload, it gives you the advantage, gives you that edge. And going up certain inclines as well is great if you're, usually you're fighting on stairs or something like that. So you having that kind of incline is definitely much better, I think. And also, the bug that prevented him from using Earth Shatter, that like his move wouldn't connect if he was launched into the air while activating it. So basically, this one, it just sounds like he tried doing it in the air. So if he was doing it in the air, it wouldn't make sense for him to, hit anybody. But if he does it right before he goes off, then he should be able to go ahead and hit somebody. So if that's the case, that last one I just said, then good thing that they fixed it, because it would be really bogus. For Roadhog, all they did was just change his fall off damage with the alternate fire, which does less damage now, which is disappointing, because now if you really want to be a good Roadhog player, you have to get people very close to you in order to do the proper amount of damage that you want to do. Also, they fixed Roadhog's chain hook. It apparently sometimes would break when they would try to hook onto enemies. They would just have a line of sight, and that's it. What else? Sombra, I'm happy to know, but it doesn't really seem like it was that big of a deal for me. Basically, whenever she used her translocation, which is her teleporting to wherever she puts her teleporter, if it was on a moving platform, then now she's able to go ahead and land on there, or at least she'll land in that sort of area, which kind of lands into the next one, which is her going to her translocator accurately, because apparently it wasn't accurate. I don't know anything about that, because I swear whenever I play the Sombra, wherever I throw it, I always go wherever I land it. Unless there was an issue, or maybe you don't go all the way to the spot, there's only a certain limit. But from what I can tell, it's been how, going to wherever I throw it. And finally, her not being able to destroy her translocator if she's stunned or hacked. That one, it just feels dumb. I feel like realistically, or at least with some game logic, right? Like if somebody's gonna hack into her technology and disables it, she shouldn't be able to go ahead and still teleport anyway. And if she's stunned, for sure she shouldn't be able to do it, because how is she supposed to, you're stunned, you can't move. How is she gonna be able to, do whatever she does? Unless you're gonna say that's all in her head, because she does have those like streaks in her head that I'm assuming could be like computer bits or whatever, but I don't know about that. Widowmaker can now land on certain ledges with her grappling hook. So I don't know what ledges you guys want to land on, but now if you want to, you're most likely able to do it. The weapon accuracy status or stats, I don't know who cares about that too much. I know I really don't, but if you ever hit like a turret or a shield or a teleporter or something, it won't count against you. Now it will count as a better sort of accuracy for you. And finally, we got Wrecking Ball, whose pile driver fall-off damage is fixed. It says it's prevented his, from dealing fall-off damage. So his pile driver now does fall-off damage, which I only assume means that he's doing more when he falls, because it doesn't make sense. Acceleration, gravity, momentum, and all that. He should be doing a lot of damage the higher that he is falling down. Another one that they fixed for Wrecking Ball, doing double damage with pile driver if you slide off the environment into the duration of the pile driver. I don't know how that works really, but they found a way. And finally, Wrecking Ball's primary fire to continue, or no matter how many times you disable it in custom games. So basically now it's fixed. You don't have to worry too much about the primary fire for Wrecking Ball if you do a custom games. But that's if you're somebody who does that. Me, I personally don't, because it just seems kind of weird and dumb to do that. So that's basically it for today. I mean, those were all the updates. We could probably... Oh, I did easy. No, I'm calling it quits. I'll see you guys next time when we go ahead with another update, probably for Overwatch. I don't know. But I'm gonna catch you later.